I lost $1 million overnight. And here's what I learned about real authority. I had it all, at least in my mind. I had the Audi R8, the big house, $1 million at 25 years old. And then I lost it all overnight. I haven't really told this story. There was even a time after that happened, very shortly after, I was struggling to process it. I was driving my Audi R8 90 miles an hour and planned on just plowing it into a tree because I was so just lost, out of my mind. But honestly, the loss taught me more about building a real brand than the success ever did. It's the same mistake I see creators making right now. So let me show you. I don't share this that often, not just because it's personal, but because people often miss the overarching point. They think it's just a comeback story. It's really not. It's actually a warning. What happened to me in business is happening to creators today. I didn't fail because I wasn't smart or I didn't work hard. I failed because I built on the wrong foundation. I was building on attention and not authority. 5 years later, I started from zero in the US, and this time round, I built on authority. My agency right now, 1DS, hit $10 million in annual revenue, and we helped creators earn their first $1 million too. Many of them. We managed 250 million plus followers across our talent portfolio. We've generated over 15 billion views and paid out over $18 million to creators alone. See, the key difference here, this time it was sustainable. It didn't collapse when trends shifted. And so today I'll break you through the exact difference between building on attention versus building on authority. If you're building a brand, a business, or a following as a personal brand, you really need to hear this because I had to learn it the hard way. So in theory, you don't have to. I was 30 years old. I'd built an electronics company from the ground up. It was doing incredibly well. We had over 122 retail distributors across the country. We were moving at a serious volume. The revenue was flowing in. In fact, 5 years prior to that, by the time I was 25, I'd already made my first $1 million. So by 30, I thought I'd had it all figured out. Thought I was untouchable. I had the Audi R8. I had the big house. I had the lifestyle. I was going to fancy restaurants, taking vacations, living like I'd already won. I wasn't just financially successful. I felt like I'd unlocked the code and cracked the game. I don't know if you've experienced this, but you taste that success and you fall into this trap of thinking that everything that I touched moving forwards was just going to be a success because I was different, right? Everything I touched turns to gold. I was the guy who had it all figured out. And at an age when most people are still figuring out their own career in the first place. Looking back, it probably was arrogance. Not in an obvious way. It was the kind of arrogance that comes from like early success. The kind that makes you believe your own hype, like I said. The kind that makes you think past results guarantee future outcomes. Oh, it worked every time here, so everything I touch in the future is going to work too. And then one day, it all collapsed. And I mean all of it. An economic trend shifted. I'd made decisions based on the assumption that the momentum was going to continue forever. I overextended. I'd taken out loans. I had $500,000 worth of stock on a ship coming to the country, ready to send to retailers who no longer wanted the product. And I didn't diversify my risk. I believed my own story too much. And once the market had shifted, more competitors emerged. Supply chain issues hit, a major distributor dropped us when we were already bringing stock in to fulfill POs for them. And then another one dropped. And because I built everything on growth and scale rather than on a foundation of real sustainable authority, it literally all unraveled. And I lost everything. Not gradually, literally overnight. The money gone, Audi R8 gone, lifestyle evaporated. And I remember sitting in my car after all of this, not the R8 anymore, just a regular car, thinking, how did this even happen? I was supposed to be the guy who had it all figured out. And so the worst part, I wasn't just financially busted, I was like psychologically shattered, right? Like just mind bending. Because everything that I thought I'd built had been built on quicksand. It was originally on momentum, like external validation, hype, if you will. It was on the belief that if I kept the machine running fast enough, it's never going to stop. And then it stopped. So at that point, I had a choice to make. I could make excuses, blame the market, blame timing, blame bad luck, or I could just put things together and rebuild. So I moved to the US. I moved to Los Angeles to start again from zero, literally zero. No network, no business, no safety net, just me and the knowledge that I'd screwed up massively and needed to figure out what I'd done wrong so that I could fix it moving forwards. And honestly, that's when everything changed. Instead of building another business on speed and scale, I started studying what actually makes things stick. And I started studying creators, even taking some of the learnings from how we'd leveraged content effectively to build the previous brands. And so I studied other brands that had sustainability. I studied people who built things that actually lasted. And I noticed something really profound. The most successful ones weren't the loudest. They weren't the flashiest. They weren't the ones chasing every trend or trying to be everywhere at once. They were the ones with authority, like real authority. The kind that makes people trust you before they even know what you're selling. The kind that transcends individual products or trends, which is basically where I was previously. It was the kind that creates a moat around your business that competitors can't even cross into, which again, I didn't have previously. So I started building 1DS, my creative social marketing agency, on completely different principles than what I'd built the electronics company on. So we didn't chase virality. We didn't try to be everything to everyone. We built authority first, and it's worked. 9 years later, 1DS has grown into an award-winning agency, $10 million in annual revenue. We manage over 250 million followers across our talent portfolio, and we've generated over 15 billion cumulative views for our clients. So we've helped multiple creators even earn their first $1 million, multiple times. But this is the thing, and this is critical. It wasn't faster growth than my previous company, but it was more stable, sustainable. Growth that didn't depend on me being in every room for every single decision. Growth that built on itself because it was rooted in real authority, not just attention. So here's what I learned and why this matters to you if you're building anything today. Whether it's a personal brand, a business, a following as a personal brand or D2C company, attention, remember this, attention is fragile. It's seductive, right? Feels like success. But attention is also the most unsustainable. It's like building a foundation on quicksand. Attention is about novelty. It's about the moment. It's about keeping momentum. That's why trends are like this. But tomorrow the algorithm changes, the trend dies, the moment passes, and if you've built everything on capturing that attention, then you're done. Whereas authority is different. Authority is earned. It's built over time. It's built through consistency. It's built through proving that you know what you're talking about over and over and over through multiple market cycles. When you have authority, you own real estate in people's minds. You become their first choice. You become the person that they think of in your category. It's not something that disappears when the algorithm changes. Virality without authority is just a trap. It's just like a boom and a plummet. It feels amazing while it's there, but it's literally just a moment in time, a dopamine hit. It's not a business. It's not a sustainable career. It's just a moment. I made $1 million fast in the electronic space previously, but it evaporated even faster because I built it on momentum, not authority. I was the guy with the product that was selling, not the authority in the space. And so the moment that product faced headwinds, I had nothing to fall back on. Whereas with 1DS, we built it on a different foundation. We didn't chase every trend. We didn't try to work with every creator. We didn't promise the world. We built specific authority in specific niches with specific clients. And that's why it's sustained. Now, you might be thinking, Sam, that's a great story, but I'm a creator. I'm not building an electronics company. What's this got to do with me, right? But the answer to that is everything. Because creators today are making the exact same mistake that I'd made. They're chasing virality. I know this because I hear it on a daily basis, still from my clients and prospective clients that are coming into the pipeline. They're obsessing over views and followers and the algorithm. They're thinking that if I can just get one video to blow up, I'm set. And yes, viral moments do happen. You can get hundreds of thousands of views, millions of views. But then what? If you don't have authority underneath that virality, if you're not positioned as the authority in your space, those views won't convert to anything lasting. They don't convert into revenue. They don't convert into a sustainable career. You get the dopamine hit, but then it's gone and it feels even worse afterwards anyway. I see creators all the time who have millions of views, but they can't monetize. Why? Because they have attention, but not authority. They've got followers, but not real fans. They've got content, but they don't have a brand. The creators who are actually building sustainable, multi-million-dollar careers are building authority. They're being incredibly specific about who they are and what they stand for. They're not trying to appeal to everyone. They're building real estate in a specific category. It's not about asking, how do I go viral? These people are asking, how do I become the authority in my space? And that's a completely different game. Here's what I know from lived experience. When you have authority, virality becomes a byproduct. It will come. It's like the money. It will come. Authority level creators naturally get shared more because people trust their judgment. People want to be associated with them. It's not luck. That's the result of building things the right way. After I rebuilt, after I'd helped multiple creators build multi-million-dollar brands using these very principles, I've realized a few things. Most people don't have a roadmap for this. They don't know how to think about building authority instead of just building content. So we've codified everything that we've learned. The hard way, the expensive way, the way that did cost me millions of dollars. But we've built it into a system. That is what we call Authority OS, the Authority Operating System. It's not about making better videos. It's not about the algorithm. It's about positioning yourself as the authority in your space, building the infrastructure to support that positioning and creating a brand that's resilient to market changes. Because here's what I know. The next recession will happen. The algorithm will change again. Trends will die. Of course they will. Market conditions will shift. And when they do, most creators will be crushed, because they were built on sand. But if you have real authority, if you own a category, you'll be fine. Better than fine, you'll thrive. So anyway, the whole goal of this video is to help you as a creator and share this with other creators, to learn the tough lessons. Don't chase the trends. I know it's alluring, but build authority, build trust, build consistency, speak to a specific audience, own a specific space in people's minds for a specific category. And if you want help, if you're serious about building something that lasts, something that's not dependent on chasing trends or hoping for viral moments, then we've also got options. I'll put a bunch of them down in the description below. You can book a strategy with us where we can talk through your current positioning and where you can go, give you honest feedback and develop that. You could even apply for Authority OS. It's a full system, framework, playbooks, case studies, implementation support, the whole nine. But the whole goal here is just to help you understand the important focus. If you are developing content, if your goal is to build a brand, if your goal is to build a following, a community, fans, people that will actually convert and take action when you want them to and need them to, you do so by developing authority. So do this. Ask yourself this question and be honest. Are you building authority or are you still chasing attention? Like, be real about it. Because I lost $1 million learning the difference. And I don't want you to make the same mistake. The difference between a sustainable career and a burnout is literally positioning. It's the same thing. The difference between a creator and an authority is going to be consistency, right? Not just posting sporadically. I learned the hard way. My goal here is so that you don't have to. Catch you on the next one.